Seth?
What?
It's time.
Oh, no.
Now, it's no use complaining. You've got to go.
It's cold out there in the morning.
Then wrap up.
Another 10 minutes?
What? Chance people seeing you near here when you're supposed to have disappeared?
I'll be careful.
No. Can't risk it, Seth. Now, you wouldn't want me to ruin my reputation by letting people know we're harbouring a poacher, would you?
All right. What, no breakfast?
What are you doing out of bed? I didn't hear Victoria cry. You'd be best off getting some sleep.
I can't sleep.
Well, you don't give yourself a chance. You're in and out of bed every 5 minutes.
I have to keep an eye on Victoria.
Oh, she's all right now. Might be better for you getting some sleep if she went back into her own room.
I'll sleep in there if I'm disturbing you.
No, I don't mean that. You and me, we need some time to be together.
We're always together. You're always in and out of the house.
No, I mean, we need time to talk about this Peter Dewey fella and what happened.
Are you hungry? You want your breakfast?
Now, if you have any other problems, you come straight back and see me. All right? Thank you very much, Mrs. Trenton. Bye-bye. Dr. Machin not here yet?
He's been delayed, but he'll be here well before you go to Cardiff.
Well, I hope so. There's a couple of things I need to talk to him about. I always go into my mother hen impersonation when I have to get a locum in.
Don't worry, you're only going for a couple of days, and I know where everything is.
Yes, I know. It's just that now's not a great time to leave Luke and Jessica on their own, but there's no other way.
Was it close family?
It's Anna's mother's brother, favourite uncle. Normally we'd take the children with us, but with this boy Dingle's death and everything else, we thought it best to leave them in school and let them carry on as normal. I think that the last thing that Luke needs now is to attend a funeral. What would you say to doing a spot of babysitting?
Babysitting?
Well, keeping an eye on Luke and Jess, make sure they don't get up to anything.
Teenage parties?
Amongst other things.
Don't you worry, Dr. M. I'll keep my eye on them.
Thank you.
I could keep popping in if you like.
Security patrol?
Day and night.
Yeah, I'm not certain about the night.
Oh, that's the time when youngsters get into worse trouble, believe you me. Mind you, that Kim Tate could do with a security patrol from what I hear. Birds keep disappearing from game farm.
Poachers?
Sounds like it.
Well, you see, that's what happens when you've got a gamekeeper who doesn't know his job. Oh, David Glover's a nice enough lad, but he hasn't got the experience Seth's got.
Yeah, what's happened to Seth? I hear he's gone missing.
Yes, that's right. He's out there, on his own. Nobody's seen hide or hair of him for days.
Come on, Samson. Plenty more where they came from.
Is it time to get going with those sheep, then?
We'll just have another one first. If we get the drenching finished, we can put the teasers on with the ewes next week.
I should be well in front then. I don't usually get round to that till bonfire night.
Do you miss having your own place?
I do and I don't. I miss being my own boss, but I don't miss the worry.
I know what you mean. I'm beginning to wonder whether it's worth keeping a dairy herd. We lost on milk this summer.
Milk check's generally what pays for the extras, isn't it?
Not anymore.
Still, it should get better after November, when you can sell to the highest bidder instead of the milk market scheme.
It should be. But we've all been through scheme after scheme before.
Is Sarah in?
Yeah, come in.
Oh, so this is what you do when you're supposed to be working.
We are entitled to a tea break, you know.
Well, just don't come home saying you've never stopped all day and wanted me to rub your back.
But I might still want you to rub me back, though, eh?
We're just off then.
I will leave the girls to get on with the gossip, eh?
See you later.
Ta-ra, love.
See ya. I hope it's all right, me just calling in.
Why not?
I thought I'd come and see how Victoria is.
She's all right.
Shall I make us a cup of tea?
Do you mind?
Of course not. I know what it's like on a farm. Get fed up with all that men's talk, don't you?
You certainly do.
You've got the number on the pad, but if there's anything that you need to know, don't hesitate to call me.
Don't worry, we'll manage.
Yes. Now, the funeral's tomorrow, so we're going to be away for 2 nights. That's not much. Now, if Dr. Machin handles the calls on the day we come back, I should be fine for evening surgery.
Makes you wonder how we ever manage without him, doesn't it?
Thinking you're indispensable, Betty, is an occupational hazard for a doctor.
I'll have this place looking like a new pin by the time you get back. With a bit of cooperation.
There's plenty of food in the freezer, and it's all clearly labelled, so eat anything you like.
Yes, Mum.
You ready to go, darling? I want to try and get through Birmingham before the rush hour.
Do you think we should take something to eat on the way? Perhaps a flask of coffee?
No, we'll get something at the post office on the way.
Right. And don't forget to set your alarm. Just because we're away, it isn't an excuse to be late for school.
Yes, Mum.
Yeah, and,
No wild parties.
No loud music.
No alcohol.
We mean it, you know.
Betty will be keeping her eagle eye on you.
Certainly will.
I'll make sure everything's all right. Don't worry, Dad.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Yes, no, I'm certain you will, son. Are you ready?
Bye. See you soon. Bye. Bye.
Behave.
Yes, Dad.
All right.
Right.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya. Phew, peace at last.
Yes, but not for long.
Thank you.
Mr. Turner not here?
He's gone to the races again with Eric Pollard. As thick as thieves these days.
You seem to be coping well on your own.
Well, Mum's coming in later, so I can get off and get my husband's lunch.
Look, I know you're married, but we can still talk, can't we?
Yes.
Can't be easy having 2 jobs and looking after Chris as well.
Oh, it's a relief to get out sometimes. At least there's company working in here.
Not a great talker then, your husband?
No. No, not really.
Hi. 1 spritzer and an orange juice, please.
Oh, I'm glad I've seen you. Saved me a trip to the game farm. Everything all right?
Yeah. We're getting ready for the shoot.
Good. I've asked around for beaters. Have you had any offers?
No, not yet.
I'll follow it up. How's the stock situation?
We're still losing them.
Poachers?
Yeah, I think so. I've seen feathers lying around and footprints. There seems to be a man on a horse.
Seth.
Has to be.
Up to his old tricks again, is he?
Probably revenge for not giving him the job.
Whatever his reason, it's costing me money. It's got to stop.
Well, I'm doing my best.
Well, catch him at it. Threaten him with the law. What's the use in having a gamekeeper if you can't keep the game?
Nothing worse than being thirsty in the car.
Long journey?
Cardiff. It's Anne Harrod's uncle's funeral.
Oh, close family then.
I still think of him as being about my age. Now he's gone. While we're here, would you and Vic come up to the school one day next week?
What for?
I'd like to have a word about Scott.
What's he been up to now?
It's not what he's done, it's what he's not done. There are just a few concerns about his work, that's all.
My Scott works very hard.
Not now, Anne Harrod.
You should see him in the shop. He's really buckled down.
That's what worries me. He shouldn't really be working so many hours in the shop. It's against the law. I saw him trying to do his homework on the counter the other day.
Oh, there you are, then.
It does him good to earn his pocket money, surely.
Anne Harrod, this is not the time nor the place.
No, you're right, I'm sorry. I'll send a note to make an appointment.
We can talk about it here. I'm not chasing up to that school just on your say-so.
It's for Scott's sake.
Viv will do anything for Scott. She's a good mother.
And I don't need you to tell me how to bring up my kids, thank you very much.
I am his teacher.
After all, it's not my kid that's got in trouble with the police, is it?
So how about I keep out of your way tonight and you can have Dolores around, and then tomorrow night you make yourself scarce and Biff and I get a bit of peace.
You look like butter wouldn't melt in your mouth when you talk to Mum and Dad.
Yeah, but there's no point in worrying them. What they don't know won't do them any harm.
It's nice to have a woman to talk to. That's what I missed when we were on the farm.
All Jack talks about is farming. Sheep and cows, I've had them up to here.
Well, Farming's more a way of life than a job.
It's not much of a life, is it?
I'm glad I'm out of it.
I thought you liked being a farmer's wife.
Well, Ned liked farming and I like Ned. It's not quite the same thing.
No.
Losing our tenancy was the best thing that happened as far as I'm concerned. I still can't believe my luck when I open the front door and step out onto a clean pavement instead of a muddy yard.
I know.
Shops nearby, people to talk to. Living in the village is like being back in civilization.
I know.
No worries about whether you're going to get a decent price for the stock or will the weather hold for haymaking. I feel as if I've stepped off a treadmill. I shouldn't be saying all this to you, should I?
But it's true.
Ned's always on at me to keep my big mouth shut.
You're right. Farming is a treadmill, and it just goes on and on and on. The trouble is, I don't know how much longer I can stand it.
Thanks. How's Chris? Fine.
Oh, just let us know if there's anything we can do.
Look, Frank, you've already done enough.
Don't think we don't know how hard it is.
You're the one that has to carry the brunt of it.
We're getting on fine.
It was tough at first.
I hope you don't regret it.
I didn't have much choice, did I?
You could have had.
Oh, that was a long time ago. Seems like another life.
It can't be easy.
You have to do your duty, don't you?
Yes.
I hope there's more to it than just duty.
So do I.
Pint, please, Kathy. Ned?
Same for me, please.
Just the person I was hoping to see.
Oh, yeah?
About the farm shop. It's been closed more than it's been
all
open.
right. I'll see to this. Let's find somewhere quiet, Jack.
Does Jack know you feel like this?
He just thinks I'm a bit unsettled.
Then you ought to talk to him.
As far as he's concerned, Emmerdale Farm is the nearest thing there is to heaven on earth.
Probably is for him.
It was all right before I had Victoria. I could come and go when I wanted, but now I just feel so trapped.
It'll be easier when she gets older.
When Victoria was getting better, I really enjoyed being in Leeds. The shops, the theatres, intelligent company.
Traffic's terrible.
Books. I was working in the hospital library. As soon as I walked in, I felt as if I'd come home.
Well, this is your home. It's where your family is.
Why doesn't it feel like it then?
The farm shop's just not paying its way, Jack.
It's been difficult to run it with Sarah being away.
Is she back to normal now?
I hope so. I can't seem to talk to her much.
There's no holding Kim since my heart attack. Seems to want to run the business single-handed.
Well, that must be a weight off your mind.
Yes and no. Will she still want me if she doesn't need me?
Of course she will.
I'm a lot older than her, Jack.
Well, that doesn't bother you, does it?
It never used to. And they do say a close-to-death encounter changes your views on things. A lot of things.
It certainly does. Sarah seems to have been continually upset since she got back from Leeds.
She's probably worried about the baby.
Well, there's more to it than that. She's really unsettled. It's as though... Well, it's as though there's somebody else.
Sarah? Never.
Well, what is it then? She's hardly talked to me, let alone anything else since she got back.
She's probably tired.
There's been phone calls. A bloke called Peter Dewey, a librarian.
Oh, come on, Jack. Sarah's not the type to have an affair.
Well, that's what I would have said.
Sounds to me like you two need to have a talk.
Yeah, you're right. How do I start?
If I knew that, Jack, I'd do it myself.
Perhaps we should swap. I'll talk to Kim, you talk to Sarah.
If only it was that easy. Now, listen. The farm shop. We've got to get it back on the rails. What are you going to do about it?
I have to go home and change.
I love you just the way you are.
My mum's expecting me.
We'll phone
phone her up?
Well, she'll have got something for my tea.
I'm just saying my mum's asked you to eat with us.
Has she?
No, but I have.
That's the whole point. Mum and Dad aren't there.
They've gone to Cardiff, to a funeral.
So now's your chance.
Oh, come on, doll. We don't have that much time together.
No.
Well, are you coming then?
Oh, why not? But I still want to get changed. Come on.
Yeah, I'll see you later.
Looks like you're feeding an army here, Betty.
There's naught like fresh air to give a man an appetite.
Seth's back then?
Oh, I only wish he was.
Called the police?
No, that is the last thing Seth would want.
Could you put this up for me, please? Beaters? For the shoot. Seeing as we've had no response from putting the word round.
There was never any problem when Seth were gamekeeper. Folk could turn out at any time of the day for him.
Yes, well, if you ask me, it's a boycott, and he's organising it.
How can it be, when he's disappeared?
Nobody's seen sight nor sound.
Poor old Seth.
Doesn't seem right, does it? Old man like that out in the cold and wet.
And people trying to black his character, too.
We'll show him. We'll show him, Samson.
You look busy?
I'm trying to catch up. I've been gossiping with Sarah all morning.
What, you were settling in?
No, it was more than she is.
How do you mean?
I think farm life's getting her down.
Ah, she'll feel better soon.
That's your answer, isn't it? Always look on the bright side.
What's wrong with that?
Well, look where it got us. Out of the farm.
Been into this nice little cottage. Tea?
Need more than tea if this poaching goes on.
The bird's still disappearing.
Every day. Boss ain't a bit happy about it.
Well, you can't blame her.
I know you can't. But if I don't do something about it, I'm going to lose me job.
Come on, come on.
Can't you do that somewhere else?
Look, I won't be a minute.
Look, this is our night, remember? You shouldn't even be here.
Hurry up.
Who are you trying to get hold of?
Biff, I thought he could keep me company whilst I keep out of your way.
Well, Biff won't be in tonight. It's his gym night, isn't it?
Oh, no. What am I going to do then?
Well, you just have to go and find someone else to play with. Well, what are we going to do?
That's up to you.
We could watch a video.
Yeah?
Let's see what we've got.
Sorry I'm late. I got held up at the wool pack.
That's the trouble with having two jobs.
At least you're here in time to do the feeds. I want to get Frank back home.
Best offer I've had all month.
You know what the doctor said about not overdoing it?
I will not be treated like an invalid.
Illness hasn't improved Frank's temper, has it? Makes me realise what you've been through with Chris the last few months.
I've told you I'm doing fine. Rachel's made a huge difference.
Rachel?
She's been taking Chris out a lot recently. They seem to get on really well.
Oh, that's good.
Well, it gives me a break and gives Chris a change of scenery. She really seems to have the knack of how to handle him.
Good for Rachel. Perhaps I should ask her to take you out too.
In fact, we're both beginning to rely on her quite a lot.
Oh, you're still here?
Yeah, just sorting out a few things.
Only don't go out through the house. I'm giving Luke a bit of peace.
I thought you promised your mum and dad you wouldn't have any friends round.
Oh, you won't tell them, will you?
Well...
Oh, go on, Rachel. You must remember what it's like to be a teenager.
Exactly.
Anyway, don't tell me you've never done something you shouldn't.
Well, we all do, don't we?
I bet you've had lots of boyfriends.
One or two.
Is there anyone special at the moment?
No, not really. Not the way you mean.
I hope nobody saw you coming home.
No chance. There were no vibrations.
What's that got to do with it?
If there's anybody around, the footsteps make Grant shake. So I had a good listen before I came across field.
I never know when you're telling me one of your tales.
I've got you a present.
Oh, you've not been near shops, have you? Somebody might have seen you.
I wouldn't buy you a present, Betty.
Oh.
No, best presents are when you put effort in.
More pheasant stew?
Hemorrhage clay,
I was
very dark,
watching that.
and the white bits are old dead animals.
Sorry.
Fossils.
You're not enjoying this, are you?
It's all right.
I'm sure we can find something better to do. Luke, what's the matter?
Nothing.
Oh, there must be. Normally you can't wait to leap on me.
Just don't want to take advantage.
Is it that you don't fancy me anymore?
No, it's not that.
Because if it is, I wish you'd say.
No, I've told you it's not that.
Is there somebody else?
No.
So what's the matter then? Have I done something wrong?
Look, it's not you. It's me. I just can't seem to settle.
You mean you're bored?
No, it's the opposite. I'm just so glad to be here.
I don't understand.
Just afraid to lose it. I'm afraid of it being taken away. I can't just forget what it was like in prison. I have dreams about it. I wake up frightened of going back.
It's okay. It's okay. I mean, Mum and Dad weren't too keen on Biff at first, but I think they're coming round to the idea.
Good.
I mean, he turned out to be quite a hero, really. I mean, rescuing Vic Windsor that time.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, I suppose I better let you get on.
Yes.
So, I'll see you later.
Okay, bye. Hi, it's me. I've been thinking about you all day. Is Kathy there? Oh. Well, I'll see you tomorrow then. I'll ring first to check the coast is clear. Yeah, I can't wait. Bye.